Good afternoon. Welcome to my presentation on understanding threat actors and system attacks. My name is Issa Yusuf. As an ongoing mission to keep our patients and our hospitals safe, today I will be sharing important information about the threats facing healthcare organizations like ours. As you may know as you've heard from our recent C-suite presentation, cyber attacks or cyber threats are not just IT issues. They are important and important to everyone, from leadership to the frontline staff. And knowing the type of cyber attacks and bad actors out there can actually help us in defending against them. Who are these threat actors? Let's start with a quick overview. Script kiddies are a type of threat actors. They are basically inexperienced hackers who use tools they find online, often for fun. We have hacktivists. These are individuals or groups driven by political or social causes. We have insider threats. Insider threats are usually people within our organization who misuse their accesses intentionally or by mistake. They're cyber criminals. They're usually motivated by money, often use ransomware, or try to steal information from us. Industrial espionage is basically organization or countries trying to steal our research or intellectual properties. I think my most favorite one is the advanced persistent threat. These are highly skilled, well-funded group. They're usually often state-sponsored with long-term goals. The cyber terrorists, they seek to cause widespread panic and harm to our system. What are the potential system attacks and who performs them? But what kind of attacks could we face? Let's match each of these threat actors, with examples. Script kiddies. They are website defacement, changing our public website to display prank messages, simply password guessing, just trying common password to access a generic account. The DDoS attack by hacktivists is just denial of service, overloading our website to protest a policy or making it unavailable. They can also use leakage of sensitive document by publishing internal policies to expose perceived injustice. Insider threat would be unauthorized record access, viewing patient information without a valid reason. And then data deletion or sabotage. They can delete our file or disabling system on purpose or by accident. Cyber criminals are usually the common one, which is like phishing emails, tricking staff into clicking malicious links or entering credentials, or ransomware attack, encrypting hospital files and then demanding payment for restoration of those encryption. Industrial espionage would be intellectual property theft, stealing research on cancer treatment, installing covert software to monitor our research activities. And the advanced persistent threats, which is usually a long-term data breach. It is stealth access to network just to gather research and just patient data over months. They're usually very patient, or just compromising a trusted vendor software to gain access into our system. Cyber terrorists usually just cause like critical system disruption. They are targeting life support or patient monitoring system to cause chaos, or just sending out fake emergency alerts to cause panic within the hospital. This brings me to a very important topic or a subject. Threats and vulnerability. What is the difference between threats and vulnerability? A threat is any potential danger that could exploit a weakness in our system. An example would be a hacker trying to break into our system. And then a vulnerability is a flaw or a weakness in our system that could be exploited, like an outdated software version. Let's put it like this. If we don't update our security software, that is a vulnerability. If a cyber criminal discovers an attack, that is a threat in action. And what can we do about all of this threat actors, threat attack, and how can we mitigate this? By always verifying emails, especially those requesting sensitive information, using strong, unique password, never sharing them, reporting any suspicious activities immediately. And then remembering that, every employee plays a vital role in cybersecurity, and coming together to make sure that our environment is secure, putting all of these actions in place. So thank you for helping us keep our hospital and our patients safe. And if you have any question, you can reach out to the IT department. Thank you very much. My name is Issa Yusuf.